If you are looking for a new niche to get into, if you enjoy playing video games, if you want to create faceless content and you don't know where to begin, I have the opportunity for you. If you look at my screen here, you're going to see trends.google.com. It's a website that I refer to pretty frequently where I'm looking at opportunity, things that are going to happen in the future based on what happened in the past. And I think there is a golden opportunity for anyone that chooses to take it. And so what you're looking at right now is you're looking at college football 25 comparing against college football 26. Now, if you don't know, college football 25 is a video game that came out last year. Before that, it hadn't been out for like 11 years, and there was a ton of interest behind it. People were fired up about it. They were excited about it. But guess what? In about a month, college football 26 is going to come out. And what do you think is going to happen? In fact, you can kind of see it already start to happen. This red line right here is college football 25, so last year's version. And the great thing about EA and video games is every single year they come out with essentially the same video game, but this is your opportunity. And if we look at this little blue line right here is starting to peak up, kind of like it did last year. And so if you're looking to start creating content, if you are interested in video games, you should be creating content because this is your opportunity to potentially make money. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about at least 5 different ways where you could start a successful online business. And I'm going to show you examples where you could take advantage of the interest that's out there in college football 26. So if I remove this and we just look at college football 26, look at that. It instantly got it yesterday or the end of May. Tons of people excited. Tons of people are searching and looking up information because what's going to happen? In just a few weeks, the game's going to come out. But I don't want you to wait until the game comes out to take advantage of this opportunity. People that act fast are going to capitalize on this. People that have been acting fast are going to capitalize on this, and I want you to do it too. So what am I talking about? What I want you to do is start creating content about college football 26. I'm going to tell you the type of content to create. I'm going to talk about all the different ways that you can monetize. I know that I said 5, but there's probably like 10, if not more. And we're going to talk about a bunch of those opportunities so that you can take advantage and get started. In fact, I actually started doing this last year when college football 25 came out, and I saw success. But let's go ahead and talk about what you're going to do. If you're a gamer or you want to start a new channel, you want to do a faceless account, you're going to start creating content. You're going to create long form content. I prefer YouTube, but you could essentially do the same thing on Twitch, okay? The type of content that you should create on YouTube is how-to content. So if we look at my screen here, I just searched how-to option in college football. And the top result here, 55,000 views, and they only have 14,000 subscribers. How to run the run pass option in college football 25. That's what's called a keyword. So people that are new to playing the video game, people that are stuck and frustrated and tired of getting beat by their friends are going to YouTube and other places and they're typing in, how do I run the option? How do I run the run pass option? And this person probably is monetized, had 55,000 views, and he only has 14,000 subscribers. Now you might be thinking, Alston, that's a one-off. There's no way. But if we look at this guy only has 551 subscribers, but his video has 7,000 views. And what's really cool about YouTube is you can go up to the search bar here and you can start typing in keywords and it's going to do what's called autocomplete. It's going to tell you what people are actually searching over on YouTube, and you can use that as an opportunity to make money. Now look at this one, top 3 defensive tips to win more games, 703,000 views, 56,000 subscribers. Now that's a YouTube short, but you can monetize YouTube shorts. If we keep scrolling, this keeps going, right? Mastering the option playbook, EA College Football 25 strategy and tips, 18,000 views. And we're going to talk about how much money he could have potentially made just from the YouTube partner program, but I don't want you to think small. There are, as I mentioned, there's at least 10 different ways that you can monetize your content, which we're going to cover. So I don't want you to think small. Most YouTubers, most content creators think small and they only think about getting paid by the platform. But in reality, that's the smallest piece of the pie and there's tons of opportunities. Look at this one. This secret coverage trick will make your defense elite. 4.5 thousand views, 1.2 thousand subscribers. And if we click on his channel, we can see that he's got a few different videos that have gotten thousands of views. And the way that YouTube pays out is they pay out per 1,000 views. So let's just jump over. I went over to ChatGPT and asked how much do gaming channels make per 1,000 views. I cheated a little bit. And you can see here on the low end, they make between $1.50, but on the high end, they make $8 per 1,000 views. So remember, there was a video that had 55,000 views. So what we can do is we can take 55 and we can multiply that by 8. And that one video alone made $440. Now you might be saying $440, but if you've got 10 videos, 20 videos, 30 videos that are bringing in $440, hopefully you're able to start seeing the opportunity. But again, as I mentioned, there's other ways. There's potentially better ways to monetize, which we'll get into. But what I really want you to do is take advantage of this opportunity. And there's a few things at play here. One is the newness. People love new stuff. And so if you go out there and you find something new and you start creating content about new stuff, there's going to be what's called early adopters that are going to want to buy this new thing. They're going to want to learn more about this new thing. If you know anything about video games, you know that EA Sports 26 is essentially the same thing as EA Sports 25, but the newness factor of it makes people rush out and buy it. The opportunity to play against their friends or play against random people around the world and be ranked number one is an opportunity that people can't pass up. So let me just show you real quick how to find some keywords, and then we're going to talk about all the different ways that you can monetize. Now, you might not be interested in video games. You might not care about college football. You might like different types of video games. Think about this based on your niche, okay? I'm using college football 25 as the keyword or as the seed keyword, but you could apply this to whatever. If you're interested in TVs, if you're interested in tech, go out there and find new products or services in your space and basically follow along. So let's go ahead and look how to, and then I'm going to delete this and I'm just going to put underscore. Underscore is kind of like a wild card, but look at this, how to play college football 25 on Xbox One. Someone's looking that up. What we can do is we can go to the front of that underscore and we can go through each letter of the alphabet, how to play college football 25 with 2 controllers. People are looking this up. Now you might be thinking, you know, this is dumb, but there are tons of people out there that don't know what you know. And if you can solve somebody's problem, you can make money. That's what making money is all about. Whether you are doing it brick and mortar, whether you are doing it online, you literally have to identify a problem and then solve it. And that's what we're doing here. We've identified a problem, and the problem is people want to get better or learn something with regard to college football 25. But in this instance, or going forward, it'll be college football 26 because it's new. You identify a problem that people are having, and then you create content to solve that problem. Look at this, how to play with Alabama on college football 25. Most likely, there are going to be people out there that are going to ask the exact same question for college football 26. This video got 72,000 views, right? This video, only 8,000 subscribers, almost 2,000 views. So you might think this is a silly question that people are typing in, but it's been typed in or searched enough that it shows up in the search bar. So what you can do is you can create long form content over here on YouTube, and you can get paid by the YouTube Partner Program. You can stream on Twitch. If you have the skills and the ability, you could stream for 24 hours simply playing college football 26. You can then take these long form videos and break them up and create short form. So as you see here, people are creating YouTube shorts talking about college football 26. We can go over to TikTok potentially and search college football 25, but we are actually going to create content for college football 26. So if we type this in, college football 25, you're going to see that people are creating content. But did you see what just happened? When I typed in college football, you can already see that people are starting to search and talk about college football 26. And that's what I want you to do. These videos, this video from 2 days ago has 41,000 likes. Okay. If you're just getting started and you want to get into creating content about college football 26, the first thing you want to do is you want to start talking about news. You want to start talking about rumors. You want to speculate. You want to talk about things that you would like to see added into the game, and that's going to create conversation. And when you can create conversation, you're going to build followers. So this is the opportunity, right? opportunities come by, I would say every month, but this is the opportunity for next month. So if you are interested in video games, now again, I'm talking about college football 26, but think about this in terms of your niche or whatever it is that you want to be known for. What's the new thing that's coming out? What's the new thing that people are going to be talking about? I just saw a countdown timer for Apple having another event. What are some of the things that are going to be released during that Apple event that you could talk about and incorporate into your niche? That's where the opportunity is. Anyway, if we keep going, what you would want to do from now until the game is released is start talking about what you hope to see in the game. Problems that were in last year's game that you want fixed this year. Rumors, gameplay. You're going to do a little bit of going research and check the news and notes. And then when the game's released, you can create gameplay content. There are tons of channels out there that are doing this, and there's no reason why you can't do it either. They're not smarter than you. They're not better than you. They're not anything that you aren't. They just saw the opportunity and they took advantage. That's really the only difference between someone that's successful on YouTube and on the internet and on Twitch and you, if you're not successful, is they saw the opportunity and they got out of their own way and they just started making the content, right? They didn't worry about, well, there's a content creator that has 100,000 followers that's doing it. They said, you know what? I'm going to make the content. I'm going to show up consistently and I'm going to be persistent. I don't care if I don't care if PewDiePie decides to make content about college football. I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to be stubborn. I'm going to be resilient and I'm going to make this content. You should do that too. Okay. If it's college football, great. If it's another niche that you want to get into, the hardest thing you got to do is get out of your own way. If you create content every single day, you create content every other day about your niche, you're going to find success. Okay. It might not be as quickly as you want it, but you're going to find success. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox and tell you all the different ways that you can make money. So in addition to being monetized by these different platforms, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, one of my favorite ones is with a membership site. And with a membership site, you can get what's called reoccurring income. And the great thing about a membership site and reoccurring income is you're not starting off from zero at the beginning of every single month. If you're selling a digital product, if you're selling a physical product, you have to start off at zero. But you can see here, this person has 127 members and each one of those members is paying him $10 per month for new guides on Madden. Why can't you do that, right? $127 per month. If we just add the zero, that's $1,270 per month talking about video games reoccurring. Why can't you do that? The answer is the only thing that's stopping you from doing that is what's in your mind. You're telling yourself that you can't do that. You're telling yourself it's not possible. And I've got proof right here. This isn't my account, obviously. It is possible. Look at the one next to it. Madden College Football, offensive, defensive, ebooks, learn everything you need. 375 members. And again, he's charging $10 per month. So he's making $3,750 at least just by creating content about a video game that he would play anyway. If you're going to play the video game, you might as well record yourself and then figure out different revenue streams. So you remember, I told you getting paid by YouTube is the least effective way. Creating a membership site is probably one of the most effective ways. And again, you're just playing video games and you're sharing your knowledge. What if you could make money teaching other people how to play the video game? Now that sounds crazy, right? You don't have to be an expert in this. There's a person over on Fiverr right now, charge you $35 to train you how to play college football. Look at this one. This guy calls himself Coach Prime, and he's going to charge you $35 to teach football, to teach you football. How crazy is that, right? You don't have to be an expert. You just have to get the idea and put it on the internet. And you might think, who would pay money to be coached to learn how to play football? People that are getting tired of getting beat by their cousins and their friends. People that maybe are in a competitive dynasty league, right? And they are playing against 50 people from all over the world, and there might be money involved. There's a pot. People that are struggling. They may be playing Madden Ultimate Team, and they keep getting beat like a drum, and they can't figure out why. So you could coach people how to get better at College Football 25, right? So maybe you don't want to meet with people one-on-one, but you like the idea of coaching. Why not create a course? Why not create a course? You could create a course that you sell one at a time, simply teaching people different skills, tips, and techniques when it comes to college football. Again, most people don't know what you know. That's just a fact. Even if you think you have very basic skills, most people in the world don't know what you know. And if you teach people that, they'll pay you for it. It's really as simple as that. And so I'm over here on a website called Udemy. And you can see that people have created courses playing video games, Rocket League, which I believe is free, World of Warcraft. There are hundreds, if not thousands of courses teaching people how to play a video game, how to get better, how to level up. And there's no reason why you can't do this either, okay? So, other options. You can create a digital product. What if you created a step-by-step guide on how to perfect your coach in dynasty mode? That was one of the problems that I had. How you could create a digital guide, a digital product showing people the best sliders in order to have the best coach in dynasty mode. Because one of the problems that I ran into is you can't make your coach perfect in dynasty, right? Even though, which side note here, I thought that was really dumb. You would say Nick Saban is the perfect coach, right? So why can't you shoot to be Nick Saban? You can only scale to level 50. That's beside the point. Anyway, you could teach people the best sliders in order to have the perfect coach. In fact, there's a guy over on YouTube that's doing it. And if you see a person doing it, you should say, okay, it is possible. How can I capitalize? How can I take it to the next level? So I'm just going to type in how to have the perfect coach in dynasty mode, right? So look at this, 20,000 views from 2 months ago. You might think, okay, people are excited about the game, but it's going to trail off. But this is from 2 months ago, 20,000 views. And if we click on this video, I believe he has a digital product that he's selling, right? So if we click on this, he's selling a digital product, okay? Why? What would prevent you from doing this? Absolutely nothing. If you play video games, this should excite you. Actually, he's got a monthly reoccurring membership. If you are interested in College Football 26, hell, if you've played College Football 25, start recording yourself. You don't need a fancy setup. You don't need a $8,000 setup, which I think this is. You don't need all of that. You just need a way to record your gaming setup. You can record it right through PlayStation 5 if that's what you have. Then you can do a voiceover afterwards and then upload it. What I would recommend is you teach people something, right? The greatest coach build in College Football 25. That's a video that I would want to watch because I want to have the greatest coaching build. This is something that literally anybody can do. I can guarantee you this poodle guy is not special. He's not even showing his face in this video. So if you have an excuse, actually I think he does. No, he doesn't even show his face in this video. So if your excuse is I've got a face for radio, this guy has 36,000 subscribers. This video from March 24th, 20,000 views. He's not showing his face. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you sound like. The only thing that matters is that you solve a problem. Another way that you can potentially make money is with affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is simply recommending or selling or promoting other people's products and services. If someone is playing a video game and you know they're in the gaming niche, what are some things that they might want to buy? Maybe they want to start streaming. So they're going to need a microphone. They're going to need lighting. They're going to need a backlight. They might want to upgrade their computer. They might want a nice gaming chair. They might want a nice gaming desktop or gaming laptop. You can promote all of those things as an affiliate and earn affiliate commissions, right? Think about all of the opportunities. Okay, so we've got a membership. We've got affiliate marketing. We've got getting paid by the platforms, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and anywhere else. You could also get paid with brand deals and sponsorships. This video, I believe at the beginning of the video, it said it was sponsored. I believe he said this video is sponsored. I don't remember exactly if he said it was sponsored, but you could get sponsored. And you don't have to get sponsored by some major brand. You could get sponsored by a small mom and pop. They pay you $200, $300 to mention them in your 20-minute video. Not only will you get paid for that, you can also earn affiliate commissions with a discount code. Okay? So there are tons of opportunity. Right now, College Football 26 is starting to gain some interest. They just released a trailer for it. There are a lot of people watching content about it. If you're into gaming, that's your area of opportunity. But if you're not into gaming, look at it within your niche. What's a new product or service that's coming out that you could create content on? What's something brand new that you could start talking about today and be at the forefront? Because again, I mentioned this earlier, there are people called early adopters. They're going to buy whatever's new just because it's new. They're going to buy something new to say that they got it before anyone else. But once they get it, they're going to need to know how to solve the problems that arise from it. College Football 26 is coming out. Create content. If you want to escape whatever situation you're in, create content. And then you can monetize in a variety of different ways in the back end. If you like this video, make sure that you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and watch this video next so that you can learn more ways to potentially make money online.